What's up, Traders Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, and this is your look at the week ahead. Today, I'm going to show you the levels in the S&P, the Qs, the Dow, and the IWM. We'll talk a little bit about crypto, and I'm going to give you the 5 stocks to watch, and we'll wrap up with the VIX. So with that, let's dig in. Start with this. If you haven't joined Capital Gains yet, what are you waiting for? You know, I follow them on almost every trade. The one I missed, they returned 5,400%. Absolutely astounding. If you haven't joined yet, click the link in this email. If you're watching me on YouTube, like and subscribe. Leave a question or comment. I'll get to it. All right. So the SPX, not near a high, but S&P futures, they closed just below 6,000. I think you'll see S&P futures over 6,000 next week. I believe the trend is bullish. I don't know if we're going to break new all-time highs. It's a shortened week, tends to be bullish. Look for the S&P to make another run at 6,000. Qs, you know, maybe not as great for the Qs, and I'm going to talk about it. The Qs have been soft even as the S&P has gone up. You know, some of the Mag 7, Grade 8, whatever you want to call it, the Grade 8, I say Grade 8 because I think you have to put Broadcom in there. The Grade 8 have been weak. NVIDIA looks, I think, and this will be on my stock, NVIDIA looks a little soft. I think Apple looks like it's starting to soften up. Google looks terrible. Meta looks bad. Microsoft, all those names don't look great. So the Qs have been weak, but what hasn't been is the diamonds. So believe it or not, I think it's the other 493 names that are going to lead us towards 6,000, not the Mag 7. So I'm really watching the diamonds, and the other piece I'm watching, IWM. I'm looking for IWM to break 240 and maybe make a run at 245 this week. Again, shortened week. We're off on Thursday, half day on Friday, but I'm looking for things to pop. VIX, look for a 14. Maybe even a 13 by Friday. I'm not kidding you. I think vol, you know, if we don't get any more escalation of Ukraine, you could see vol come off pretty aggressively. So be aware of that. Last but not least, I want to look at Bitcoin. Again, they listed options on Bitcoin last week. Bitcoin has taken off, probably getting a little bit overdone here. All right, so what are the 5 stocks I'm watching? I want to start with Amazon. Amazon is now showing a lower PE than Walmart. It's pulled back some. I think it's a buy. Next up on my list is NVIDIA. Good earnings, not great. I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback. At a minimum, a retest of the low from the 18th, which would be 137, and maybe a test of that 50-day moving average, 134. Up next on my list, MSTR. You know, this thing feels like a scam, folks. And when you have bars like this, that tells you there's something screwy. I think there's a possibility this thing could potentially just over the course of a couple days lose 2/3 of its value. So tread carefully on this one. Then I'm looking at Google. It's been absolutely demolished. Looking like there might be an opportunity to go long here. So keep an eye on Google. I'm looking for it to potentially rally here, but it's looking a little bit interesting. Has Boeing found a floor? It might have. Keep an eye on Boeing. And last but not least, we're watching Nat Gas, and notably EQT. And Energy Transfer, ET. These nat gas names have been blowing higher. I think there's potential for them to continue to run. So keep an eye on those nat gas names. All right, folks, there you have it. Once again, make sure to check out Andrew and Frank's Capital Gains and their 5,400% return. And if you're watching me on YouTube, like and subscribe. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And if I don't talk to you, I hope you have a great American Thanksgiving. I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.